Before we begin, I want you to get as comfortable as you can. Make sure that you're in a position where you can easily relax. And to help you relax, I'm just going to have you focus very closely on your breathing. And as you do, I want you to really try to create a sense of relaxation inside of you. With each breath that you take, I want you to really try to feel a heaviness. Imagine a sense of relaxation sort of washing over you. I'll start by having you take that deep breath in and out, and feel that heaviness begin to set in. A wave of warmth and relaxation, a sense of heaviness. And with each breath that I have you really focus on, I want you to imagine that heaviness grows even more. With each breath that I have you focus closely on, imagine that heaviness weighing on your body and mind more and more. Take another deep breath in and out, and feel that heaviness even more. You can feel it in your head, in your face, in those tiny muscles in your eyes. You can feel it in your lungs and your shoulders. And this next breath I have you focus on, imagine that heaviness grows even more. It feels so heavy on your body. Take that deep breath in and out, feeling so much heavier, so much more relaxed. It's so easy to feel that heaviness set in each time you focus on your breathing. And it's very easy to relax when you focus on your breathing. It's something we've been doing for a very long time. It's very natural to feel that heaviness wash over you each and every time you focus on your breathing. And I really want you to show me how easily relaxed you can become. And with this next breath, imagine yourself beginning to drift with that heaviness. Imagine it really weighs on you, sort of like a weight attached to your body. And as you take this next breath, really feel the pull of that weight. Take that breath in and out, feeling even heavier, so warm and relaxed. And notice how good it feels to let that heaviness set in, to let your body and mind relax more and more. It feels nice to just let go and let yourself really drift with that heaviness. And on this next breath, I want you to let your eyes close down. And as you do, you'll feel that heaviness even stronger. Take that breath in and out as your eyes close down, and you can feel that heaviness even more. Notice how easy it is to relax with your eyes closed. Notice that weight seems to pull on you more and more, feeling more and more relaxed. And with your eyes closed, as you focus on that breathing, you're going to notice that heaviness even stronger. You'll notice how much more relaxing it feels to take that breath with your eyes closed down. Take that next breath in and out, and feel the pull of that weight even stronger. Notice how easy it is to relax and drift a little further. How easy it is to drift and relax as you listen along. And that's all you have to do, is just relax and allow allow that relaxation to grow more and more. Because even though you feel so warm and relaxed right now, you can feel so much more relaxed. And to help you relax even more, I'm going to count down from the number 10 all the way down to the number 1. And with each number, I want you to let that relaxation grow more and more. Imagine each number like a weight, and each number is going to feel so much heavier on your body and mind. It's going to feel so easy to drift with that weight, as if you can sink deeper and deeper with each number. I'll start with the number 10. Already you can feel that heaviness. It feels so warm and heavy on your body. And that number 10, it even feels heavy on your mind, as if your mind feels weighed down by that weight just as much as your body. And I want you to let that heaviness grow so much more as you hear this next number. Number 9. Heavier and heavier, more and more relaxed. And it feels so nice to just let yourself drift with that heaviness, to let it take you deeper and deeper into this warm relaxation. And I want you to feel that heaviness so strongly with this next number. I want you to really let yourself drift with this next number. Feel that heaviness pull with the number 8. Heavier and heavier, so warm and relaxed. That number 8 feels so heavy on your mind as you just let yourself drift deeper and deeper. And you can feel that heaviness even more as you hear the number 7. That number feels so warm, so soothing, and it's so easy to relax, and you're going to go even further down as you hear the number 6. Feeling that weight take you down more and more. That heaviness pulling on your body, pulling on your mind, as you imagine your body just beginning to drift down, heavier and heavier, so warm and relaxed. You feel it with the number 7, again so warm and heavy, moving down with the number 6, so warm and relaxed. And you feel yourself become even heavier with the number 5. Feel that warmth just washing over you as you imagine yourself just beginning to float down with that warm heaviness. And imagine yourself floating even deeper down with the number 4. As if that number 4 has an extra weight attached to it. That number 4 feels so heavy, and you feel it each time you hear it. Number 4, heavier and heavier, and that weight grows even more as you hear the number 3, so warm and relaxed. So heavy with that number as you drift deeper into this warm, relaxing place. And you can imagine yourself feeling even more relaxed, even heavier as you hear the number 2. So heavy and so relaxing. It feels so nice to feel that weight of the number 2. And the next number is going to be the heaviest of them all. And when you hear it, I really want you to feel that heaviness. And I really want you to imagine this deeper sense of relaxation wash over you, knowing how heavy that next number feels. Number 3, heavier and heavier. Number 2, drifting down. And number 1, feeling that weight so deeply. It feels so nice and relaxing to let yourself just drift with that heaviness. It feels so easy to drift and sink. And you can imagine my voice sort of like a lullaby, and notice how it just guides you deeper into that relaxation. It's so easy to listen along and feel the weight of my voice. Feel that weight take you deeper into this relaxation, making you feel heavier and heavier. And I want you to imagine that beneath you is an empty place, a place of pure relaxation. In this empty space there is nothing but that relaxation. And you can imagine it as a very soothing, very relaxing place. And we're going to help you drift deeper into this wonderful, relaxing place. And there's no bottom to this space beneath you. You can just drift endlessly down through it. You can feel more and more relaxation as you drift down into it, as if there are an infinite amount of levels of relaxation for you to reach. You can just let yourself drift deeper and deeper into that space, that wonderful place of pure relaxation. And to help you drift down into that space, I'm going to count again from 5 down to the number 1. And I want you to let each of those numbers weigh on you, much stronger than the last time you heard them. And with each number, I want you to imagine your mind and body just floating down into that empty space, as if you can completely leave your surroundings and float down into that place of pure relaxation. I'll start with the number 5. Heavier and heavier. You can imagine yourself beginning to float down, weighed by that number 5. It pulls and takes you down deeper and deeper into that space. And you feel yourself float even further with the number 4. Heavier and heavier, so warm and relaxed. It feels so nice, so soothing to float down into that space, to imagine yourself so easily floating down. And you can imagine yourself going even deeper with the number 3. Heavier and heavier, floating down through that space so easily, drifting so deep, just floating through that relaxation. And you can imagine yourself floating so much further with the number 2. Heavier and heavier. That number takes you so deep, so easily down into that warm, heavy place. And you already know that that next number is so heavy, and you can already imagine how deep it's going to take you into that space of relaxation. You can imagine how deep you can float with that next number, hear it, you can completely let go and just float endlessly through that space to feel that wonderful relaxation completely take you. Number 3, floating down, so heavy. Number 2, so warm and relaxed as you float deeper. And number 1, just imagine the weight of that number taking you down. You can feel the pull of that number as if it has a weight attached to your body, and that number just pulls deeper and deeper. As you hear those numbers again go even further down and feel so nice and relaxed. Number 3, again, it feels so heavy. Number 2, going down further and further. And number 1, down, feeling the weight of that number. Number 1, each time you hear it, it's as if more weight is attached to your body, and it feels so good to give in to that weight, to feel the pull and just float further and further down. Each time you hear the number 1, heavier and heavier, allowing yourself to drift further and further down with that weight. It's so easy just to drift and sink with that relaxation. So warm and relaxed, so heavy. And it's as if everything just sorts of float away. Everything floats away as you just drift through that place. And even my voice can trail off and drift away. And you can trust in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind knows how to do everything it's supposed to. All you have to do is just drift deeper. All you have to do is feel the weight of this relaxation as you imagine yourself floating deeper and deeper, and the sound of my voice just helps you relax. Even as the words drift off, you can feel what these words mean, and you can feel their relaxation. And I count again from 3 to 1. I want you to go even further, go even deeper for me. Number 3, going down, heavier and heavier. Number 2, so heavy and relaxed. And number 1, feeling that weight pull you down further and further into that wonderful space of relaxation, just floating and drifting, so easily relaxed here. And each time you return here, it's as if you go deeper and deeper, as if it becomes easier and easier just to float down and sink, to drift and feel the weight of this wonderful, relaxing place. And in this place, it's very easy for you to use your imagination, as if in this place your imagination is heightened. You can feel things stronger than you normally would. You can see things in your mind even stronger than you normally would. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that around your neck is a collar, a black leather collar. Notice how you can begin to feel that collar on your neck as you bring it into focus more and more. And as you focus on that collar, I want you to notice it emanates a warmth. It seems to glow with a warmth, a very soothing warmth. but also a very arousing warmth. And you know this collar symbolizes something very special to you. That collar symbolizes your sense of submission to this voice, as if from that collar, not only does it emanate a sort of warmth of arousal, it emanates a deep sense of submission inside of you. From that collar, that submission moves out into your neck. It moves down through your chest, down all the way to the tips of your toes. It goes up into your head, into your mind. This desire, this primal feeling inside of you to submit, to give in to this wonderfully erotic feeling, to discover a deeper submissive side of you. And that submission, that collar, it connects you to this voice more and more, as if that collar is the link between us, and that submission just helps bridge that link. It brings you closer to this voice, and that submission brings out such an erotic side of you, as if that submission comes from a pure sexuality, a desire, a sensuality, and you can feel that coming to life from that collar. You can feel that warmth beginning to spread out and build inside of you, knowing that that warmth, that arousal, is a symbol of your submission. And that submission brings out a deep desire to please this voice. It brings out a desire to obey. It brings out a desire to feel more and more relaxed, to give in to this voice and that relaxation, to float deeper and deeper each time you hear this voice. And it brings out more and more of that arousal inside of you. As if to become more and more submissive, you can feel more and more of that pleasure, as it helps you to discover deeper sides of your erotic nature, as it helps you discover this more primal side of yourself. And you can feel how wonderfully exciting it is to discover this wonderful, deeply sensual part of you. And I want you to give in to that collar and feel its strength grow even more. And as you feel that collar grow stronger around your neck, you can feel this arousal beginning to build inside of you. You can feel it coming to life, this sense of pleasure building between your legs. You can feel it in your chest. It seems to swell and move like a wave up and down your body. And as it does, you can feel that collar connecting to you more and more, knowing how deeply connected it is to this arousal that's building inside of you. And I want you to let it continue to build as that arousal grows inside of you more and more. Feel it growing stronger and stronger. You feel that desire to submit, to follow this voice more and more, to feel his pleasure growing inside of you as it begins to swell more and more. And it feels so good to feel that collar around your neck, and from it that warmth moving through your body, moving through you, growing stronger and stronger. And as that pleasure builds, you can feel a desire to wear that collar building as well, knowing how connected you feel to that collar, that sense of pride in wearing it, of being so connected to this voice. You're going to be left through the whole day with a desire to wear that collar, to feel it, to feel connected to this voice, and even a desire to show how connected you are, how submissive you've become through that collar. And it's as if each time you listen to this voice and drift down, each time you wear that collar again, it becomes stronger in your mind. Its pleasure and arousal becomes a deeper part of you, and you feel more and more excited to explore this side of you, to bring it out through that collar, to feel that arousal and feel that pleasure build again and again. And we're going to help you release all of that pleasure. But you'll find through the day you'll feel a desire to feel that pleasure again, to bring it out again and again through my voice, and even through yourself and through your own exploration of that pleasure. It's as if as you wear that collar for the rest of the day, you feel the sense of arousal pulling at you, this primal desire to release it again and again, to let that pleasure grow and let that sense of submission build. And to help you release that pleasure for the first time today, I'm going to count down from the number 10 all the way down to the number 1. And with each number, imagine that collar and its warmth is moving through you, as if you feel waves of pleasure moving up and down your body, moving towards that sensitive spot between your legs. You can even feel it moving inside of you, in and out, bringing a stronger sense of pleasure. And it's as if each number I count down, you feel that pleasure building. You feel your excitement building. And I want you to let it build so that when I reach the number 1, you can feel it all release in an orgasm, in an incredible sense of relief, as if all of that pleasure releases in an incredible climax. And when you reach that number 1 and you feel that release, you'll be able to wake from this place. And you'll wake feeling that collar around your neck. And even though you'll feel that relief, you'll notice it comes back very quickly, this desire, this arousal. And you'll feel the call of that collar around your neck. And you'll feel that submissiveness inside of you and everything that it brings about. As I count down from 10 to 1, we're going to release that pleasure. And I really want you to build to an orgasm for me, showing just how submissive you are. I want you to really let that pleasure build, and on the number 1, let it all go. And as that pleasure releases, you can wake from this wonderful place of relaxation, but knowing how easily you can return here each time you hear this voice. I'll start with the number 10. Already you can feel that pleasure moving through you. You can feel those waves of excitement beginning to build. It feels so exciting to give in to that pleasure. And I want you to give in and let it build even more with the number 9. Feel that arousal building, that excitement, and already you can feel yourself moving towards that release. You can feel yourself moving towards that orgasm. And I want you to move even closer and let that pleasure build with the number 8. Growing stronger and stronger. Those waves of pleasure like a rhythm inside your body, moving in and out, up and down across your body. That pleasure building more and more. And you feel it grow stronger with the number 7. Feel it building, that excitement, that arousal, that incredible sense of pleasure, even that submission inside of you growing around your neck. want you to let it grow even more with the number 6, building and growing in your body, up and down, stronger and stronger. You can feel how incredibly aroused you are. You can feel already how ready you are to let that go, to feel that incredible relief of releasing that pleasure. You can feel it grow even stronger as you hear the number 5. Feel that arousal. Feel yourself moving towards that release. Already you desire to let it go, to feel that release move through you, growing stronger and stronger inside of you. And you feel that intense pleasure build with the number 4, stronger and stronger as you feel yourself ready to let it go. You feel yourself ready to feel that release, and you get even closer with the number 3, stronger and stronger, getting closer and closer, and you can feel how close you are to that right now. And you feel it again with the number 3, the number 2, feeling right on the edge of that pleasure. You feel that desire to let it go, knowing that when you do, you can feel that relief. When you release that pleasure, you can feel even closer to that caller. Get ready to let it all go. As you hear that next number, you can release everything inside of you. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. Release that pleasure. Feel it all release from your body. And as you feel that release, feel yourself beginning to wake from that trance. Wake from that wonderful relaxation. Completely waking up.